Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking in for a daily Move Swiftly thought, giving you a perspective on teamwork that you will not get anywhere else. Number 4 days this week, 12 miles, and I'm feeling it. I ain't gonna bullshit you right now. I am feeling it. Legs are burning. Finally get the taper off tomorrow and Sunday. Give my legs a little bit of a rest, not go as hard, not too many miles, things like that. But my ass is kicked. Ain't gonna bullshit you. My ass is kicked. All right, but here's what got me through today's Move Swiftly thought. Point blank, what are you going to do? I think I always talk about it. I'm gonna piggyback from yesterday. The kids. When you think they're not listening, guess what? They're listening. When you think they don't understand, when you think they don't hear you, when you think you're only talking to yourself or you're talking to a wall, they are listening. I repeat, they are listening. There's this author that I have grown to become a huge fan of. Her name is Susan Verde. All right, Google her, look her up. Susan Verde has a ton of books, particularly about the mindset, and a lot like I wrote Swiftly, creating quick exercises, quick things that you can do, that you can teach youngins, actual activities in her book about how kids can meditate, how they can utilize yoga, create awesome practices for the kids to actually apply, like actual practical steps that the kids can apply. And I first came across her book when I was working at kindergarten. I was in the VPK room, and one of my roles was to read a book to them. Not a role that they gave me, but a role that I took on for myself, knowing the places where I'm trying to go in life, right? So, geez, that's how tired I am. I can't even swallow right now. But I'm giving you guys this thought. All right, so recently I've taken on that role at the new center called the Creative Center of Education. I've taken on that role because it's one of our jobs as aftercare, the ones that look after them after school and things like that, to keep them engaged and do certain things with them that are gonna spark their creativity and things like that. So I was looking for some books to read to them. I mean, there's stacks of books at CCE, there's stacks of them, there's tons of children books, a lot to choose from. And I came across Susan Verde's books again, right? So I read 2 of them to the kids these past couple weeks. And when I introduce the book, I speak of Susan Verde as if she's the greatest person on earth. She's a great author. I talk her up as if she's the greatest author in the world, because that's part of the role. Not only is it's not that she's not a great author, but as far as when you're reading to kids, you got to make sure you keep them engaged and you get them excited about what they're going to hear. You want to make sure that they feel like they're about to go to Disney World every single time you speak. Got me? So I read a few of her books to the kids, like I mentioned. And just yesterday, one of the students, they were in their reading block. They were in their reading block and they had their iPads. And one of the cool things about this center is all the kids have iPads assigned to them, and they look through a bookshelf, a virtual bookshelf, and then they go read whatever books they pick reading or whatever it is. And one of the second graders comes up to me yesterday, and she's so excited. She goes, "Hey, Miss Aswand, isn't this the lady? Isn't this that book you read to us?" Da, 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 da. She got so excited. And I'm telling you, man, I was moved. I was moved because it was one of Susan Verde's many books. And I was moved. Couldn't believe that she actually remembered it. And, again, it brought me right back to a lot of the things I talk about and I speak about when it comes to the Move Swiftly brand and everything I'm building, whether it's a youth center and things like that, is when you are in this role, educator role, male role model, all those kinds of things, you gotta understand everything you do, they will see, and they will go back and tell their parents, and they will remember for the rest of their lives. All right? If this story tells you anything, it's a prime example. Make sure you're planting positive seed into the children, into their minds. All right? Dive deeper into all of this. Trust me, I have a whole lot more to say on this. Just stay tuned to the Move Swiftly podcast. Main website to check out, makeyourmove.com. That's makeYamove.com. One-stop shop for all your teamwork and your self-development needs. Aswand Cruickshank, your one and only Move Swiftly speaker, checking out. You guys continue to move swiftly. We will talk more soon.